Dancing encompasses everything that I love in life. It's music, it's passion, it's happiness. It's a wave of expression. You don't need to talk the same language. You need to do signs. You can communicate through dance. It's like music. You can communicate through music. Yes, we come from different cultures, but every person, it doesn't matter where the country come from. They listen to salsa, they listen to merengue, they listen to something like with a little spicy thing. They immediately are going to start dance. They're going to start smiling.
In 2001, the city decided the Hispanic population was growing. So they formed a group that will mold that and help young leaders, the Hispanic young leaders. It kind of has changed quite a bit. The Zavala mission is also teaching somebody who's older. It's going to be very hard for them to change. If we get somebody who's younger, they're going to become leaders. They're going to become the leaders that we have now.
I got into dancing when I was 9, 10 years old. My mom, she was looking at something for me to do. She found out about the baile Folklórico. I fell in love with it. When I perform, I feel really confident, proud of my culture, proud of where I come from, proud to be sharing this beautiful dance with the community.
When I dance, it makes me feel alive. It makes me feel proud because I'm able to show the community what Folklórico is and what regions we are representing. I actually had a friend that her parents didn't like me because I was Hispanic. They told her that I was involved with drugs and all kinds of stuff because I was Hispanic, and the way I acted and the way I looked just said it all.
A lot of people had a lot of stigmas about Hispanic people. They think differently about us.
You know, I think I failed my kids a little bit by just keeping them American as much as possible. I know the history, when the Hispanics were here, it's their kids will get paddled for speaking Spanish. This happened here. In one of my first reunions with Zavala, it was heartbreaking to hear it's a 78-year-old man breaking down, remembering the first grade when he was here, being ridiculed.
Being younger and being Hispanic here wasn't very great. We are a different skin tone, we have accents. I mean, we speak Spanish when we're in public, and people, of course, are just kind of like not used to that, especially being here, and the majority is white. And so they weren't really used to it. But for the coming years, I mean, the Hispanic community really did grow.
I love teaching. I love instructing. Each year and every time I teach, I gain something from it, and I learn more about different techniques. I love sharing my culture with younger kids, with these younger girls.
Having that connection that is like so traditional is great. Of course, my grandparents in Chihuahua are proud that I dance Folklórico, especially with them being from such a little town, and they also have Folklórico.
A lot of the Hispanic culture is a mix between different races. Look at Nuevo León, it's a mix between Germans and Mexicans. So a lot of the Caribbean, same thing. It's a lot of African roots, Puerto Ricans, and Hispanic roots together. So it's a lot of blend.
Our younger girls, they dance Revolución. During the Mexican Revolution, they actually had women fighting during the war.
My favorite, Jalisco, particularly La Negra, just because it has those turns that nobody else can really do except for me. And so I love it, every second of it.
We dance Veracruz. Veracruz are the white flowy dresses that has like an apron, and sometimes we wear pearls with it. Veracruz, it's a tropical state in Mexico. The white skirts are supposed to kind of represent the waves.
So Zavala definitely has helped the community evolve more into Hispanic.
I grew up in the avenues. It was really diverse. There were Hispanics, there were African Americans, there were whites.
My mom's family is from San Luis Potosí, and then my dad's is from Chihuahua. Both of my grandparents came over here to find a better life.
In 1981, the Civil War in Nicaragua was ending. It looked like it was going to be a lot of communism, and my father was head of transportation for the city of Managua, the capital. They started arresting some of the higher-end government positions. So my dad had a aunt here in Wichita Falls, so they came to Wichita Falls in 1981. So, and I've been here since then.
I was 26 when I moved to the United States. I was 26. I left Venezuela in 2009 because of the political situation that my country is going through. And sadly, I had to go to Colombia because my mom is from Colombia. So it was easier for us to move to our sister country. It was just right there. And I lived in Medellin for 4 years. And I went to start going to school over there. So I was already gone from my home country before I was moved to here to the United States.
For me, being Hispanic is about representing, showing the community my culture through dancing.
Definitely is a part of me and how I grew up and what I ate and how I see things. We actually have a beautiful culture to show that we are amazing people as well, and we want to show the people that.
When I started in Zavala, I just started as a board member and a willingness a lot to help. All the positions and all the titles that came with time. I'm the co-chair because Roger is the chair. So I told him, I'm going to be your assistant. And he laughed. And he said, okay, well, if you want to help, you want to help. And I started helping, and then I became an instructor. And then we go from there. My passion for dancing, I just start pushing it to him, and he had no other choice and let me.
When I was little, I seen Folklórico dancers, and I was obsessed. I was like, oh my gosh, like one day that's gonna be me. Like that's going to be me no matter what. That's when Zavala started the group when I was in 8th grade. And I told my mom, I have to. This has been my dream since I was little.
I tried soccer, didn't like playing soccer. So then she found out about the Baile Folklórico, and I started going to the practices, and I fell in love with it.
First time I performed and putting on the dress, I literally felt so amazing. I walked around in it. I showed my parents. I was like, this is something I've always wanted to do. I was always super excited. Even now, getting a new dress is just amazing. I'm like, once we get it, I'm trying it on. I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do for the headpieces? Or what are we gonna do for this? Or how are we gonna style it? And it's just every time, not the first time, is always such an amazing experience.
The community has really embraced our Hispanic culture. The community has really embraced Zavala in trying to represent different Latin American countries and just share that culture with everyone.
Oh, it's a huge change. It's a huge change. I think with time, people is realizing and that we need to get together, that we don't have to be separated. And Wichita Falls has done a great job with accepting different cultures. And we started last year, we had almost 30 people coming to our event. And by the end of the year, by the middle of the year in August, we had almost 300 people walking in the street. So you see that progress, and the girls see that too. So that helped them to dance more, to feel more passionate about presentation, so they know they need to practice. They know because they're going to perform to a big audience.
if we want to be inclusive, we have to bring everybody in. And and if we want to teach, it's not about separating, let's just say Hispanic enjoying something. It's about the community. This is who we are. And you're welcome to it. Come and enjoy it. Don't be scared.
You know, I would love for them to continue this work of bringing our heritage and maintaining our culture in the city.
Seeing some little shy kid, and then all of a sudden doing a solo in front of people with a big smile, and that to me is yes, that's that encouragement that they can do anything they want to be powerful.
It is incredible how much those ladies change in 2 years. Even though if I don't teach the dances, even though if I'm just supporting or if I'm just helping, the joy is that you see their happiness in their faces, the way their performance, when the audience is clapping and they're so happy. I think it is a way of me feeling I'm giving something to them, that I'm putting my little piece of heart and love in them. It's like when you are growing a flower and every day you go to put water until it comes beautiful. It's the same feeling. Same feeling that that great joy in your heart, that whatever you're doing with passion, with discipline, and with love is showcasing in a girl's smile. You see it, you see the growth, you see the change. Not all of them stay, but not all of them leave.